Oh boy, I just got back from playing the Mid-States Poker Tour main event at Firekeepers Casino, and I can't wait to tell you about how awesome of a trip this was. If you just want to see how much money I made, you could skip to the end, but you're going to want to watch the whole video, trust me. Let's start on... I finished last week's video Thursday morning and said goodbye to Kayla, see you, before departing for Battle Creek with a full battery and my 2023 Nissan Leaf. I budgeted $2,200 for 2 bullets. That's $1,100 for one entry on Friday, and if I don't survive, it's another $1,100 for a second and final entry to play on Saturday. It's always important for proper bankroll management to set a limit.
The casino gave me credit. I put the house up as collateral.
So that if you get tilted, you don't just go and donk off all your money. Right, Lance? I arrived at Firekeepers and then checked into the Quality Inn. It was like $400 cheaper, and it comes with a free continental breakfast. Ugh. After checking in, I went to go charge my electric car, and here's the best part. Firekeepers. I'm using the electric plugs they have. This is actually pretty dope. So they've got 12 chargers, and they're the common J plug, and it's free. So now I can go inside and get my Players Club card and let this charge. I'm down to like 40-some%. We'll let this charge for a little bit. While the vehicle was charging, I paid the $1,100 entry fee to play in tomorrow's game, and then I met up with the fellas for a couple drinks.
How'd you do?
What's up, baby?
What up, man?
How's that crypto?
Oh, man. Yo. What's up, Wayne, dude?
March 2023.
You don't have a fanny pack? Fuck you.
I woke up Friday hungover and feeling sick. Last night, I met up with a couple buddies. Yo! What's up? And I got drunk. It's this $34 shot of tequila. I really enjoyed the drink. No, I had more than 4 drinks. Shit. And I'm just gonna run over and grab my car. I went to go move my car so it wasn't blocking a charger spot so that somebody else could use it if they needed. That's not my car. I am very hungover. There we go. Real nice system there. That's how the casino should do that. You hear me? MGM Detroit, you cheap ass motherfucker. The continental breakfast did not help like I had hoped. All right, it's 11:30. Gonna play in Flight 1B. It's Friday, starts at noon. Day 1B kicked off and it was pretty boring for the first few hours. But while I was playing, my friend Wayne arrived. Wayne couldn't play today because of some stupid work project or something, so he just hung out in the hotel for the rest of the day, doing Zoom calls or something, I don't know. I zoned out every time he mentioned work, so I just hit him with the same 3-point system I use for when I want to avoid a poker bad beat story. Step 1, absolutely refuse to listen to the story. Step 2, nod your head along and count to 30 silently. Step 3, wait for a pause in the story, and then hit him with a, oh yeah, that's crazy. Works every time.
9K after 2 limpers with ace king. He re-raises to 21K with pocket eights. He had 1 folds, gets back to me, I just flat. I check yard, flop king 6-6, goes all in. I call, he hits an 8.
Man, that's crazy, dude. Works every time. All right, let's talk about a select few hands from Friday. Day 1B. First big hand was 300, 500. I was under the gun and I had ace queen suited. I flat. We get some dead money in there. At this point with my chip stack, I'm very ready to get it in. Beautiful. Scotty raises. So I call. Guy to my left also calls. I flop the nut flush draw. Scotty bets. I go all in. Guy next to me also goes all in because he flopped the straight. Scotty thinks and eventually folds, realizes the mistake he's made. Let's run this out. Didn't even make me wait. We're good. Mike doubles up, more than doubles up. Next hand, the blinds are at 300, 600. I'm on the button with 6-7 suited. 43 bigs. I raise and then I get raised by the guy next to me with kings. This guy's got a monster hand or he's after me. I'm thinking he's got something decent. I didn't put him on kings. He still checks to me. So I make a small bet. He calls. Bam, 6 on the river. He checks. I make a nice bet. He calls. He was quite upset. He noticed the ace was here, so that's why he didn't bet. I was feeling pretty good after that. All right, we have a 40-minute dinner break. 40-minute dinner break, so I went back to the hotel to say hey to Wayne. Wayne's here. He's getting ready to go. Hey, Wayne, you ready to...
What the fuck, dude? Get the fuck out of here.
Wayne was in a bad mood for some reason. Maybe he's nervous about the tournament, or maybe he feels guilty that I bought this hotel's nicest suite and he refused to chip in. Either way, that doesn't make it okay to yell at your friends. Come back after dinner and I'm in the small blind with ace-8 offsuit. Normally I wouldn't play this hand, especially at small blind. Comes around to me, it's 500 more to call. I guess this is one reason why you still should fold your small blind sometimes. Flop 2 pair. I fire out, I'm all in. It's the only appropriate move. Everyone folds except Rosemac. We expose and I've got him.
Please don't. Not like this.
And then he counterfeits me. I busted out. Now I have to use my second and final buy-in to start over again tomorrow at noon for Flight 1C. Saturday is the last day to start, so I registered before going to bed because we're expecting a huge turnout. I woke up around 6 a.m. just feeling terrible. I checked Facebook and I saw that my friend Justin got kicked out of the casino for getting drunk and using 2 fanny packs like a pair of nunchucks. Anyway, I went to go get the free breakfast again because I'd convinced myself that it was the liquor making me feel sick yesterday and not this free breakfast. Turns out it was both. After a quick shower, I was excited to start fresh and crush this tournament. Next, we checked out of the Quality Inn.
This will be a much nicer room than that shithole we were in before. There was a spider in the shower, and there was an ant in the toilet.
Wayne had booked a much nicer room for us at Firekeepers for tonight. So we unloaded our luggage and got ready for the tournament at noon.
Oh man, Wayne got us this pretty sweet room. It's way better than the Quality Inn. I think he's overtaking his shit. Hey Wayne, hey, you want to get some eggs?
I'm taking this shit.
I guess Wayne thinks he's so much better than me just because he bought this fancy expensive room that's actually in the casino and has a shower big enough for 2 people and doesn't have any spiders in the toilet. Whatever. I was kind of mad, so I left for the tournament. My table's a pretty lively and interesting bunch. I do like the guy to my left. He's funny and very loose aggressive. Then there's this other guy. I call him Lemon Face because every time he loses a hand, he makes this lemon face. Let's talk about hands. We're on Saturday. We're playing our second bullet. It's the first blind level, 100-100. I flat with ace-9 suited. It's heads up. Nothing comes on the flop. He bets. I call. Ace on the turn. Check. That's too weak for me. Throw out a $600 bet. He calls. 9. Now, does he have an ace? I don't know, but it doesn't matter now because I got 2 pair. Check, bet, he calls, and mucks. Did he have another ace? No, I don't think so. I think he had 2 face cards. King, Jack, King, Queen. So we start off this day pretty decent. This is in like the first orbit. This was my favorite hand total. This fella, Lemon Face, was very annoying. He told the entire table that he played his first tournament last month and he final tabled it. And he definitely thought he was God's gift to poker. The blinds were 300, 500, 500. I had about 52 bigs. I flat call with kings here. Why? Because Fun Dude, the guy to my left, was a really loose aggressive player, especially on his button, so he raises, small blind folds, and Lemon Face calls. Garbage flop. Lemon Face checks. He doesn't have that many chips. I throw in a decent sized bet. This was my favorite part. Fun Dude folds. Lemon Face is looking confident. He's looking slick. Finally, for once, he's not making that stupid lemon face he makes every time he loses a hand. And through his sunglasses, he looks down at my bet, and then he grabs a 5,000 chip, and he says, 2,100? How about 5,000? And he slams the 5,000 chip down on the table triumphantly, like he's cracked the code, like he can see into my soul and he can see my cards and he knows he's got me dominated. He puts in 5,000 when he had less than 10,000 chips left. He didn't jam, he put in 5,000. I didn't think for a second he had any of that board. I tanked for 10 seconds maybe. Of course I go all in. As soon as I go all in, he makes that lemon face again and he immediately punches the table. He's furious and he folds. I mean, he did this all in a snap. I couldn't stop laughing about that. I mean, I'm not gonna laugh to his face because the guy's clearly going through something, but this was my favorite hand. Just his whole reaction was beautiful. I get pocket 9, under the gun 2, and I have 14 bigs. Blinds are 600, 1,200. I jam because I don't have enough chips to really do much. I won't just bet here, I'll jam if I have that few. Fun Dude folds. Ska Band with Ace King raises all in over the top. Heads up. Ace King 9, what a flop, what a flop. We keep running it out. Mike gets a double up. We're back, baby. Wayne busted out of the tournament right after the dinner break. Just like me, he had budgeted for 2 buy-ins. He could still rebuy for another 60 minutes, but you would have less than 10 big blinds. You would be at a significant disadvantage.
You're not buying in?
Only the dumbest, handsomest, and most degenerate gamblers rebuy into a tournament this late. So Wayne took his extra $1,100 over to the PLO cash table. I've got 12 big blinds, and the blind level is 1,000, 1,500. I'm under the gun too. We're gonna jam right here. And that's exactly what we do. We jammed right into aces. As soon as he flat called with all this action behind him, I knew I was in big trouble. Everyone folds. Ace comes, sealing my fate. and I'm out. That's my second bullet. Well, that was it. I was out again. At this point, I'm down $2,200, and it's still early enough to drive home tonight and get started on my video. I walked over to tell Wayne I was going home, but he wasn't at the PLO table. The other players told me he had cashed out big and left, which is smart. You always want to book that win. So I headed up to the room to grab my luggage and head home.
All right, I busted out. I'm just gonna grab my stuff and leave. Wayne's still got the room. He's been working with his laptop all day. I'm just gonna grab my stuff and go see Kayla.
Don't come in.
Hey, what are you doing, man? I gotta get my...
Oh my God. Wayne was absolutely right. Registration doesn't close for another 25 minutes. I can't quit now. Not when I still have money in the bank. Not when the ATM fees are only $5. I'm Mike Reardon, part-time poker pro. I was on ESPN twice. They don't just put any loser on ESPN. Twice.
He's been there twice.
Yeah, that's true.
I've played with some of the world's greatest celebrities. Jack Black, Ray Romano, Jeffrey Ross. I mean, I don't have a picture of Jeffrey Ross, but like, it happened. He was at MGM. No, I can still win this thing. I can't give up. I'm not gonna give up. Hell, I abandoned my wife and my dog for 4 days with no car, no money, and an empty fridge. No. I'm not done yet. Thank you, Wayne, for your inspiring pep talk. I registered for a third time and sat back in the game. Now I'm in for $3,300. Time to win some flips. All right, well, we're on bullet number 3 now. It's real late. It's the same day that I just busted out on. It's 1,500, 2,500. I have 26,000 chips at the moment, and I wake up with pocket queens. You have to just jam, push and pray, and that's what I did, and I get a caller. We run it out, Mike gets a double up. Next hand, we wake up with ace king in the cutoff at 2,000, 3,000. This gives me about 15 bigs. That's another opportunity for a double up. Hard rock raises to 7,000. Everyone folds. I go all in. Hard rock doesn't even think. He calls immediately. No help for ace queen. Mike doubles up again. I'm almost at 100,000 chips now. I'm feeling great. Next hand. 3,000, 5,000. I've got pocket aces. Camo guy raises to 15,000. Everyone else folds. This was what was unfortunate about this situation. I think he would have called me, but everyone just left to go to break. That helps him make a decision to muck open. And that was the last hand we played Saturday night because we officially bagged. We're not in the money yet. We have to come back Sunday and play down until we hit the money. But it was a success. We bagged 89,000 chips, which is not a lot, but it's something we can survive. We return tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. to play with the other surviving players from all 3 days. So with that, Wayne and I grabbed some food and called it a night. Hey, how'd you feel about busting out of the tournament?
Felt great. I got to go play four card, have a lot more fun, and make more money.
Okay, and that made you happy?
Fuck yeah.
I woke up at 6 a.m. like usual. I filled my pockets with all of the poker essentials, my wallet, chapstick, pain relief variety pack, power pack with cables nested in the case, active noise canceling earbuds, and of course, the same filthy clothes I've been wearing for 3 days now. Now to just make a cup of coffee. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
This is the longest brew ever. Oh, I got your fart on camera. All right, you ready to get some eggs Benedict?
Yeah, let's do this.
Wayne and I ended up going to Smoke and Fire in the casino for a good breakfast for once. The eggs Benedict with pulled pork was outstanding.
Oh, beautimous. All right.
Out of 2,471 entries total, 293 of us remain. First prize is over $350,000, and the min cash is 252nd place for $2,635. I had one goal: to survive long enough to hit the min cash. I had to be very selective with the hands that I played. Time passes by, players are eliminated. I keep folding and waiting for my spot until finally I find 2 cards that I like. I'm cornered. Even though I hate ace jack, I go all in. Ace king raises all in over top, heads up. Now I get some hope. I can hit a jack, hit a 7, the queen. The 40 to 60 was nice. It was a nice spin up with that flop from 25% to 40 with this flop. I thought for a second one of those cards might come, but it did not. I was out in 242nd place, so I got some money back.
Good, because you got fucked up.
All right, I'm out. For real this time, out of all these entries, I placed 242nd. That's gonna pay the min cash of $2,635. It's better than nothing. So maybe I didn't win the whole thing like I promised, but at least I made it to the money. And thanks again, Wayne, for convincing me to ignore my self-imposed budget restrictions and to triple down on a losing bet. If I had actually quit yesterday, I would have gone home with a $2,200 loss. Now, I'm only going home with a $695 loss. And in poker math, that's basically profit. So what's next for Mike Reardon, part-time poker pro? This summer, I'm returning to Vegas to play in the World Series of Poker, main event, $10,000 entry fee. I'm gonna play on July 5th for Day 1C. Last time I played the main event was in 2018 and I won $57,000. One person is gonna win the top prize of about $10 million, and heck, it might as well be me. I'm only budgeting for one bullet because one is all I need. So if you want some of my action with no markup, let me know before July 1st.
That's crazy.
Were you even paying attention?
No! You're gonna make me watch the fucking video anyways. Can I just go get some food, please?
Alright, now I've got to start over from the beginning.
Oh boy.
What? No!
Just got back from playing the Mid-States Poker Tour main event at Firekeepers.
I've only
Casino,
eaten
and I
cornbread
can't
since
wait
you
to
left.
tell you about how awesome of a trip this was.
No, I'm not doing this
You
again.
can skip to the end, but you're going to want to watch the whole video. Trust me. Let's start on
Please.
Thursday.
Alright, I'm going to Arby's.